Most eerie tales are set in scary locations and include creepy details such as unseen fingers about to trace a burning image on your cheek or loud unexplained thumps sounding up from various parts of the house, making it impossible to fall. Others are based on old urban legends about killers with hooks for hands or obscure small towns that never give up there. However, famous places also have a scary tale or two to offer. Some of the most well-known landmarks around the world have a dark side, too, and their history often includes deeply disturbing and sometimes haunting stories. Number 1. Ancient Ram Inn. In Watton under Edge, around 40 minutes from Bristol, you will find the ancient Ram Inn. It has been called the most haunted house 1145. The ancient Ram Inn was a home for workers and slaves who built the nearby street, Mary's Church, and it is believed that because water streams had to be diverted around the church premises, a portal opened up for dark energy to be released. At one point, the house also belonged to a priest before being sold in 1968. Humphreys's family left him, but he remained at the ancient Ram Inn until his death in 2017. Several spirits, according to reports, still roam the house, however. She now opens the doors to researchers, paranormal enthusiasts, tourists willing to enter the centuries-old haunted building. A strong professional network can have a huge impact on the career and business opportunities that come your way. Number 2. Africana Library. The Kimberley Public Library was opened on July 23, 1887. In 1984, it was converted to the Africana, one of the best research libraries in southern Africa. Situated in Kimberley in the Northern Cape Province of South Africa, it has long since had the distinction of being one of the most haunted buildings in the country. The first librarian at the library whiled away his days by cooking up a pricing scam but was soon caught. Bertrand Dyer dealt with the scandal by swallowing arsenic in 1908, and he endured a harrowing 3 days before succumbing to the poison. He never left his post, however, with visitors to the library claiming that they've witnessed his ghost pacing the various halls and also rearranging the thousands of books that can be found there. It has also been said that if you cannot find a particular book, you should just shout out the title, and Dyer will find it for you. Number 3. Lawang Sewu. Lawang Sewu translates to "thousand doors" in Javanese and is a colonial-era building that served as the headquarters of the Dutch East Indies Railway Company in Semarang, Central Java. The structure has 600 windows and incorporates numerous doors and arcs within its design, making it somewhat of a labyrinth. The complex consists of a number of buildings named A, B, C, and D. During World War II, Japanese soldiers occupied Lawang Sewu and turned the B building basement into a makeshift prison. Many prisoners held here were murdered, and it has been reported that their restless, headless spirits wander the buildings in the Lawang Sewu complex. The spirit of a Dutch woman who committed suicide has also reportedly been seen roaming the place. The Indonesian government made an effort to clean up the building and rehabilitate its reputation as a non-creepy tourist destination, but ghost tours still remain the most lucrative activity. Number 4. Masada Fortress. The king of Judea, Herod the Great, built Masada as a castle complex at the edge of the Judean Desert in the last century BC. In the 1st century AD, the ancient Romans took over Judea, and the complex became a fortress for the Jews. When the Romans finally took over Masada, most of the women and children who hid inside the fortress committed suicide. During the Byzantine period, a group of monks built a hermetic monastery at the site, and afterward, the area remained uninhabited for around 13 centuries until it was rediscovered in 1828. The site was declared a national park in 1966, and a cable car came into operation in 1977. Today the Masada Fortress is a beloved pilgrimage and tourist spot where visitors can take in sights such as the storerooms that held the Masada inhabitants' food and weapons supplies, as well as palaces, Roman bathhouses, more. However, those who committed suicide within the fortress walls are still making their presence known today. As people wander around, taking photographs and admiring the ancient structure, some hear the screams of those who died before the Romans could get hold of them. Others witness the apparitions of these unhappy souls, forever trapped in the place they died. Number 5. La Noria Ghost Town and Cemetery. In the Atacama Desert in Chile lies the long-abandoned ghost town, La Noria. In 1826 it was a flourishing saltpeter. Thousands of people who attended the local church frequented the local shops and sent their children to the local school. Sadly, the town was severely affected by its competition, as well as a devastating fire that broke out in 1901. Then, during World War I, a synthetic alternative to saltpeter was discovered, which delivered the death knell to La Noria Soon its inhabitants began leaving, many abandoning their possessions in search of a better future. La Noria and its namesake cemetery were hit hard by looting after the town was abandoned, and several coffins and human bones still lie exposed. A chilling urban legend has it that the souls connected to the disturbed coffins and bones have become angry at how their last resting place has been disrespected. As the sun sets, they rise from their broken graves and make their way to the lonely ghost town of La Noria in a silent protest. Visitors to the town ruins have reported witnessing this procession and hearing screams and disembodied voices echoing through the empty structures.